Hello guys, welcome back to AWS Wizard Zone channel. Today I'm going to demo you how we can connect the private EC2 instance from the Bastion host which is located in public subnet. So before creating both instances, let me open this diagram. Here is my AWS region, and inside that I have created one VPC, and there are two subnets. One is public subnet and another one is private subnet. And my public subnet is connected with the internet gateway, so every request coming from the internet, it is connected to the public subnet. But my private isn't a private EC2 instance that doesn't have any connectivity to the internet. But if any request will come from the internet, it will first go to Bastion, then it will go to the private EC2 instance. So for that, let me open VPC first. So basically I have created one VPC, and inside that VPC you can see I have created public subnet and private subnet. My public subnet is connected with the internet gateway, and private subnet is connected only just in the VPC, not connected to anywhere. Now let me open the EC2 instance console. First I will create the Bastion host, which should be in the public subnet. Name would be the public Bastion host. I am creating Windows EC2 instance, and for that I am choosing AMI Windows Server 2025 base. Just for demo purpose I am using T3 micro instance type. To log in into RDP, to log in into that EC2 instance, we need key pair, and already I have created, so let me use that one. To VPC, I already created that VPC, so I'm choosing that, and to choosing the subnet, so I'm using that public subnet just for my Bastion host, and it should auto assign the public IP. Also I have created that security group for my public subnet, so let me use that only. And I don't need more storage, so I'll choose default one and launch instance. Let me refresh this. Yeah, it is initializing. Probably it will take 3 to 4 minutes just to initialize the instance. Now let me create private EC2 instance, which should be in the private subnet. Name would be private test instance. Same, I'm choosing Windows 2025 base AMI. Instance type would be T3 micro, and keeper I'll use same for the RDP into that EC2 instance. And let me change the VPC that I created, and yeah, same for subnet, so I'll choose the private subnet. For the private subnet I'm not assigning any public IP, that is why it should be disabled. And security group, I have created that private test security group. Just for your demo purpose I'm creating another one, private SG, just giving the description. So here's the security group rules we should assign to the security group. So to RDP into that private EC2 instance, we need one rule for that. But as I mentioned earlier, we need that connection from the Bastion host. So we need Bastion host IP uh, from the from that Bastion host IP. We should assign that IP with this security group. So let me copy this public IP of that, not the public IP, basically private IP, and choose the my IP and not IP, just custom IP, and yeah. Yeah, it is launched now. Let me refresh it. Yeah, both instances are initializing now. I think to get that password of that public EC2 instance or Bastion host, let me go to RDP client and now get password. You have to give the key pair. So I already downloaded that key pair. Yeah, it is visible now. Now let me log in into this Bastion host. For that I'm using Windows app. Add PC. Let me paste this public IP of the Bastion host and connect. For the username I'm just giving the administrator, and here is my password. Continue. Yeah, you can see here. Now I can RDP into this public Bastion host. You can see here 54.157. This is my public IP of the Bastion host. Still it is initializing, that is why it takes some time. Hardly it takes 3 to 4 minutes to initialize. Yeah. Now from the Bastion host, now I need to log in into that private EC2 instance. For that I'm in Bastion host, and let me search that remote desktop services. Yeah, this one. Now let me going back to the EC2 console, going to the private EC2 test instance, connect RDP client, get the password using the key pair. Here is the private IP. Let me copy that and going back to the Windows app on Bastion host, paste it over here, connect, and put the username as a administrator, and let me copy that password of that private EC2 instance Yeah, so now you can see I am in the private EC2 instance, and here is that IP of that private EC2 instance. Probably it will take 3 to 4 minutes just for the initializers and uh, user setting purpose. Yeah, you can see over here I'm in the private EC2 instance. Let me minimize this, and now we are in public Bastion host, and you can see the IP address as well. Going back to open that private EC2 instance, and you can see here is the private IPv4 address of that private EC2 instance. Yeah, here is that connection from Bastion host to private EC2 instance. And subscribe my channel and like my video. Thank you.